have always liked K-dramas in whatever limited capacity that I have watched so far. For most of us, Squid Game was the initial entry point to the world of Korean stories. And now it has gone on to become a phenomenon in the history of television. We all know that. But my introduction to this world came a few years ago when someone recommended to me to watch W, Two Worlds Apart. I was instantly hooked by the authenticity of storytelling and theme. It is fair to say that I had not seen something like that before. From then on, I watched a few more K dramas that were recommended to me, including Signal, Kill Me, Heal Me, Flower of Evil, and a few more. I tried watching a couple of shows without taking recommendations and regretted. I mean, there are too many of them to pick the right one for you. Those shows had too many fillers and off story plots. I get the sense of humor and jokes, but many a times it was a hit or a miss for me. But I understand the process there, as these are designed for weekly viewing and therefore the expectations are aligned in that regard. However, the path was clear for me from now on. I would only watch K dramas based on recommendations. Recently, a friend asked me to watch The Devil Judge, and I could never thank them enough. The pattern is becoming apparent to me in the kind of stories that I have enjoyed in the past. Stories that are centered around anti hero themes, moral dichotomy, and mystery never fail to amuse me. Then, if you put in a dash of courtroom drama, it is like Christmas came early. The Devil Judge is about a guy who is often an anti hero in the bigger scheme of things. He is the judge of the live court show, a reality show version of an actual live court. The live court show proceedings are just like Amber Johnny trials, but with flashy big screens and dedicated app for citizens to vote a defendant as guilty or not guilty. We all have seen media trials for some of the high profile cases recently. These trials are driven by the media or social media narratives that are very believable. The people decide who is the criminal even before the court has its say. The show puts on a mirror to the society's very own media trial nature. A hostile environment is created under public pressure that is sometimes virtually driven and manufactured. The characters are portrayed with considerable depth and are most of the times in the grey zone. Many stories fail to capture the nuances in an antagonist character and never deep dive into their conscience and intentions. This show has that cat and mouse kind of a dynamic that takes the villain's perspective into consideration. The villains are conflicted too, but it is in their nature to survive and keep the momentum going. The love angles are mature and you are really invested in their stories and are rooting for them to end up together. The best part about K dramas is the detailing in the stories. At several points in the episodes, you think they missed out on addressing a crucial aspect. But no, they have made a note and would address it when it makes the most sense. They're not in a rush to show everything at once. They take their own time to set up a pace and plot and keep the mystery going as you become more involved. I was hooked from the very first episode of The Devil Judge where the main character is seen yawning while crying. I mean, bizarre and unheard of, right? Naturally, I wanted to understand more about this character. All along the show, it feels like you are blindsided by some key details. You will find it hard to tell the right from the wrongs. You don't know who the devil is here. Or maybe the devil is just in the details. The Devil Judge is a universal story of powerlessness of law and order in the face of a nation driven by a powerful and corrupt leadership. The fickleness of public opinion is on display for us as individuals and as communities. Social media is driving the world and the powerful are using it to their advantage by whatever means necessary to fill their pockets. There may be two sides to every story, but we as society have come to believe that there is one and only one truth. You will be forced into choosing a side whether you like it or not. And this truth can be established only if enough people provide their validation. The Devil Judge is a sarcastic take on this unspoken reality. This reminds me of that one line from Attack on Titan. There is no such thing as truth in this world. That is our reality. Anyone can become a god or a devil. All it takes is for someone to claim that to be the truth.